Yeah, well, as you can see behind me, we are at E3 this year. We are now standing in queue waiting to get into the Nintendo keynote speech, so we'll keep you updated with how that goes. Yeah, as it stands, we are still waiting in queue for the Nintendo keynote speech.
Here's a game from late last year that most people missed, probably because they thought it was crap. They probably have a good point. It's Sonic Generations! Basically, this was Sega's attempt to make Sonic popular again. Instead, they just came up with another piece of crap. Well, actually, to be truthful, it is the best Sonic game in years, but that's not saying much. I mean, Sonic has been like the hobo of games. So like all these previous games, you play Slinky the Hedgehog, or Wiggles or the Hedgehog, or the Woggle Wog. And basically you run through environments and collect rings. It's basically the usual shit, only now it goes from 3D and you get your gameplay dumbed down back into retro 2D. This makes this game very terrible, and I do not recommend it. Truth be told, I only played the game for about 20 minutes and then stopped. I have about 80 games in my Steam library, and I'm not going to spend all my time playing this game to finish it. I mean, really, the only reason I bought it was $8 on special. Nothing else. So, if you're out for a Sonic game that's trying to capture that retro feel but fails, this is the game for you. Which means you shouldn't be playing this at all, because, well, Sonic is terrible. I used to be a fan, until shit like this came along and ruined it. Mass Effect is the last game from BioWare. You play a space marine that goes through shooting everything. Aliens, being that there are aliens everywhere, you've decided that this is something like it. Just like me. As such, you go through an RPG adventure where you create a character that you don't like. Basically, it's a game that most people like for some reason because of all the excess hype, and the fact, frankly, it's a terrible game. It's a terrible game. I don't like it, and that's the way it should be. I mean, so ultimately, the lesson here is, fuck BioWare.
Hack/Loot, or Click Death as I like to call it, is an indie title available on Steam as part of their cheat range. Despite the harsh reality of constant death, Hack/Loot offers the kind of dungeon crawling gameplay that RPG fans have been waiting near a decade for. No cock measurements required and no minigame tack-ons make this dungeon adventure a pure delight. Simplistic controls such as click here to do this make the game accessible to all, and you'll find your average rate of survival increase as you start to master the various little tricks one can only pick up through experience. For an indie title, this number's well worth the coin purse.
Yes, the speech has already happened, however the queue was too long, we didn't quite get in. We'll just have to copy something off IGN.
Sai che questo va su YouTube sparato.